Hello YouTube, welcome to TreDesMo. I'm just jumping on here real quick to show you a fast and easy Mother's Day project. I waited to the last minute to make my mom something, so I thought this would be a nice quick project, easy, using a picture frame and of course your Cricut or silhouette. This is the silhouette Cameo 4 and permanent vinyl. And I'm going to show you the websites that I use to access the templates in order to make this nice word search puzzle. It's fully customizable, and you can of course add anything that you want to these puzzles, and it makes a nice personalized gift. And I'll probably pair this with a nice little gift card or something like that. So let's get started. Well, the first things first, you want to find a nice size picture frame. And I picked up this one from Walmart. I like the fact that it has a nice plain bone color finish. Any size, same price. So I believe these were $5.95, but of course I'll include the link. And I like the fact that it's a nice bold type of frame. And also I like the color because if I had more time, I probably would have spray painted the frame and put rhinestones on there. But even plain, it's a nice quality frame that has either an arm or it has hanging tools. So you can put this on the wall or on the countertop. We're going to start off by going on the internet, and you're going to go to a website called education.com. It's a free page that you can get your search puzzles from. So you're going to go to worksheets, hover over that, go to worksheet generator, and then you're going to select the word search because that's what we're doing for this demo. Now this is where you're going to put your personalization in. So I'm going to delete where it says title because I don't want a title. I'm going to add my own title. And here where it says words is where you're going to add your individual names. So I'll put my relatives' names in there, including mine. You see Che. And after you type in the name, you just hit the enter key and go to the next line. So for this demo, we're going to use 5 names. Scroll down. Okay. Then number of letters down and across, we're going to do 10 and 10, and we want them uppercase. So that's what your puzzle is going to look like. You see where the tab is says answer key. If you want to see how your diagonals are going to look, this is the key you press. If you don't like that, you hit that scramble, and you can change it, and you'll see what it looks like. Now for this demo, we're going to use this one because it's simple. It has straight lines and it has one diagonal for variation. I'm going to right click, and I went to screenshot, and I'm going to select the puzzle, right click it, and I hit save. And my computer downloaded that. I just grab it and drag it to my Silhouette Cameo software and drag it into the program. While we're waiting on the Silhouette Cameo software to bring up the puzzle in the program, I'm going to measure the visual area of the frame. Even though it says an 8 by 10, the actual what's showing is 7.5 by 9.5. So now I know when I do get to my Cameo software, I know what to make my canvas size. So now it's come over. So of course, you know, when you bring anything into your software, you're going to have to do the trace command, because you want to make sure that the Silhouette program is going to be able to read it and vectorize your image. So I'm going to the trace, bring that up, select trace area, and I'm highlighting the letters. So that's our first trace. You're going to play with the threshold and the despeckle and everything because you want to make sure that the letters are legible. So I'm going to go ahead and hit trace because it looks like I filled them in completely. And that's what we're left with. Just so we can see it better, I'm going to add color to it. So I'll put on the black color and bring it over to our canvas. Speeding through this a little bit, this is just basically showing me, or showing you rather, how I'm putting the letters on our visual canvas, centering it, moving it over, and now we're going to add our title. I started saying mommy, but I'm just going to put mom up there, centering it, adding the color to it so you can see it better, choosing the fonts. I finally decided I have one called Quasin Black. It starts with a Q. I decided on that one. The next step I did was go to the internet and I Googled paint swatch PNG because you need the little lines. I ended up with this squiggly line diagram and I brought it into Silhouette. Of course, as you know, again, you bring anything in there, PNG or JPEG or whatever, you're going to have to trace it in order for the vectorization and for the program to be able to cut it. So for this demo, I decided to make this squiggly line that I chose a yellow color because she likes yellow. After we choose the color, we're going to manipulate the squiggly to fit over the words, the names. If you need to adjust the size and length, do so, just so it just fits over the letters that you're trying to get. This is one of the most important steps in this whole process. After you place your squigglies on top of your name, you want to select the entire thing and please mirror your image. It's very important that you mirror the image, the entire image. Okay, because this is going to go on glass and it's not going to be laying on top of the glass, it's going to be under the glass. Very important step. Because I'm holding the cell phone in the other hand, I had to put it down, but I grouped the blacks together and moved it out the way and made it one. Now here's another decision-making moment. Because I want to conserve vinyl, you can either cut the yellow part out using the same canvas that you do that black, or you can make the canvas smaller just for cutting out the yellow part so you could conserve vinyl. Vinyl's expensive. So I elected to do it this way. I'm going to fit all 5 of these lines, and how many you have, on the same sheet. I'm going to change the canvas size to fit only where I'm cutting the yellow lines at. So it turned into 3x6 size. So width is 6 and the height is 3. Excuse me. Just so we can cut out the yellow. Of course, we're going to change it back when we get to the black. And that's what our yellow lines look like. Next step, we're going to change the canvas size back to the 7.5 by 9.5 in order to cut out our black. Finish cutting. Please take your time. Take your time because these letters will lift up. They are very small, but not that small, but they're still small enough to drive you nuts when you're trying to weed it. I can't emphasize enough. Here's a helpful hint if you have problem trying to get the images, the vinyl to stick to the transfer tape. Especially when it's small, intricate images like these little letters. Take it off the mat, smooth it out like you see me doing, and lift it up from the back like this. It's much easier. You still have to go slow, and it still may have a little difficulty, but look how easy that lifts off when you're doing it like that, reverse weeding. It might be called something else, but that's what I've always called it. So for this demo, that's what we're going to call it. And then you just place the backing of the transfer tape on there, and voila to this step. Adding the decal to the glass, remove your glass carefully, clean it with a little soap and water, dry it. I placed the white paper behind it so you can actually see what I was doing. And use your tool to put the decal on the glass and carefully peel it off the glass. It still could stick. Okay, so I'm flipping it over so you can see what it looks like on the front. Next, we add our yellow lines. And you're just placing it over the words. And you can always go back to education.com if you forgot where your words are, because you're looking at it backwards, so it might be a little bit harder. But there we are. Then you're going to place your glass back in the frame. And for this demo, I'm just going to put the white piece of paper there so you can see what it looks like. See? There's your finished frame. And to add a little extra pizzazz, I suggest you get some of this glitter cardstock paper. It adds an extra bling to it. It's like an upgrade. So cut the glitter cardstock to the size of what's going to be visual in the frame. So I just used it as a template, the piece of paper that comes with the frame. And place it behind the glass. And we're going to flip it over and see, it just adds that extra little bling to it. The finished product. If I had a little bit more time, again, like I said in the beginning, I probably would spray paint the frame and add rhinestones to it. I might still do it before I send it to her. But this is the finished product. We appreciate you and thank you for watching.